Right, we're back with the classic retro Can I Beat the Pole Lap series, and today we go back to the 2019 Bahrain Grand Prix. A very young, very baby-faced Charles Leclerc, who of course debuted for Ferrari, was in his second race for the team, and this was the first time where he really put his flag in the sand, out qualifying Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton, bagging pole in Bahrain. His time, I believe, a 1:27.866, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That will be on screen now for you guys to look at. But either way, it was the first time where Leclerc showed he could hang in Ferrari red. And to be fair, since then, he has proven he's been more than worthy of being a driver for the Scuderia. Not just that, has shown he's a bit of a qualifying specialist, as that was the first of many poles, way more poles than wins for the team. And yeah, this was the start of an era. So I'm looking forward to this one. Not one that's been super highly requested, but one that actually I thought, was quite popular and quite standout at the time. So we're going to see how we get on here today as the man himself, Lord Peripherals. So hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like on the video if you do. Subscribe for more. Down below you're going to have the mods linked, so go check those out. And yeah, we're going to jump into it. Now for this one, I have got the correct tyres, so the C1 hard, C2 medium and C3 soft as our compounds of choice. So we're going to get started here and see how we get on. Bit of a snap out the last corner there as tyres are not fully up to temperature yet as we get the lap underway. So here we go towards turn one as we get things started on our first lap of the day. Probably could break at the 100-meter board, but we're just going to be a bit more conservative on this opener and this banker lap, just to get a lap on the board, and then we'll start to push things later on. Up towards turn 4. Feels like I've got a lot of stopping and braking power in this car. Fourth gear, using all the curb on the exit as we now head downhill. 6 and 7, a little bit wide there through 7 as we slow it down for turn 8. Using the curb on the way out. Racing towards turn 9 and turn 10. Oh, quite a bit of understeer there on the entry. Didn't really have the front grip. Either way, doesn't feel like a terrible lap so far as we head towards turn 11. Fourth gear. Open it up as we head over turn 12. Flat just about as we approach what I think is turn 13. Late apex, focus on your exit. And now we run it to the last corner, technically 2 corners officially, but 1 motion. 100-meter board. Inside apex. A little bit wide at the second one there as we bottom out on the curb. Over the line we go, and it's a 1:34.0 banker. So quite a bit of time to find, even with this illegal engine, which I'm hoping we've got something of that in the car. So let's get straight into it and waste no time, shall we? So medium tyres on right off the rip. We're going to halve the fuel from 40 to 20 litres. We're going to up the engine mode, and I'm also going to up the engine brake a little bit. Aerodynamics, this is where it could get interesting. So I'm going to put the front up actually quite a bit. I'm going to go 3 clicks. I'm going to put the rear down by 1. See how the balance goes and see how that affects things. For now, alignment I'll keep as is. We'll get into that a bit later. I'm going to try and run the brake bars on 51, 50. I'll go 51 and see how that works. And then really all I want to change here is a bit of ride height. I want to get this car a bit lower to the ground. So we'll drop the rear and I'll drop the front a little bit more. And I just want to see what we can gain with these adjustments to start out. Right then, delta bar activated. You know what that means. We're going to start getting serious. Now, I can already feel with these tyres that we have a significant bit more grip. So I'm keen to see what we do as we engage the increased engine mode. And we get stuck in. So here we go then. Let's try and get a clean lap together. First off, turn 1. Bit of rear locking there. The brakes are very sensitive. They're going to take a bit of getting used to. Oh! Wow, okay, that went much sooner than I expected. I'm going to go around and try again. Right, note to self, be a little bit more gentle with the brakes as we go for another attempt. Let's see. I also want to try and sacrifice turn 1 a bit for turn 2. Nicely done. Turn in. And sacrifice it for turn 2 and turn 3. There it is. There's the exit. The car feels super quick on the straight. Oh my god, rear locking again there. Bit too aggressive. I might turn the brake pressure down if that's an option. I'll have to check now. Through the downhill bit. 6 and 7. Turn 8 is well wide of the mark. Wasn't too confident on the brakes. That's my biggest issue right now. Into turn 10. There we go. This time we get our apex. Good exit as well. Finding plenty of time here. Still got just under half a lap to go. Turn 11 this time in 5th gear, but it snaps away. So a little bit of time on the table as we floor it through 12 and 13 to try and recover the lap time. It's going to be well over 2 seconds, but it could have been maybe 3. Final corner then. Turn in, trying to avoid the exit curb until after. That's more like it. Over the line, 131.6. Right, let's keep chipping away. So let's first off get them soft tyres now on the car. That's going to make a big difference. Pressures seem good. I don't think we're going to have issues with overheating. We're going to halve the fuel again to 10 litres. Electronics, we're going to now run what is hot lap mode or party mode, which is what we had back in the day. I'm going to max out the engine brake, and I'm also going to actually throw a bit more wing on. I'm going to go quite high wing. The 2019 Throw was very low downforce and kind of high speed, so I want to try and put some wing on the car to help in the corners a bit. We'll leave the alignment for now, but next run I'll probably change it. Brake power, this is what I want to adjust. I'm going to go into the 95 and I'm going to go 53 back on the bias. I just want to see how that feels. We'll experiment with the power and see how that works. I think I've got to go lower than that, but you know, we'll come back to that in a bit. Now then, elsewhere, other adjustments. Roll bar, rear, I'm going to bring this down to 1. I want a bit more traction. Front end turning, we're going to bring the roll bar on the front down to 12. I'll up the wheel rate for a bit more sharpness on the front end. I'm mostly happy with the ride height. I could already feel a little bit of bumping. I'll knock the rear down a tad, but the front is already quite low relative to the rear. So let's give these adjustments a go and see how we get on. So now I want to try and put the lap together, really. It's been scruffy so far, so a clean lap would give us a real proper indication of where we're at. So underway, hot lap mode engaged. We should still be quick on the straight even with the increased wing. As you can see, we're slightly gaining as we get started. Brakes are still very strong, but not as bad as before. That's a bit more like it. Short shift through turn 2. Cleanly done through turn 3. That's a very nice start for the lap. Up towards turn 4. No rear locking this time. We turn in. The car does exactly what I asked from it, and suddenly we find half a second. Now through the downhill, bit of a slide there as we take a bit too much inside curb. This time we get our apex at turn 8. And we get a decent exit to go with it. In towards turn 10, fronts are getting a bit cold, but it's all good. Got plenty of grip. Again, the extra wing and downforce is helping me now. Turn 11, let's not have a snap on the exit, and that will give us free lap time. There we go. North of 2 seconds. Come on, let's keep it moving. Got to watch the track limits at all times now. Nice clean exit there as well. Rear's getting a bit hot as we close out the lap. 1 corner to go. That was nice. Way better carried, way more speed into the corner. Good improvement this one. This will get us in the mix. 129.5. So we're now within 2 seconds of the closed pole lap. So we're going to go for our final adjustments, and then after that we're going to kind of really get sweaty with it. Now then, let's talk about a few tweaks. Now the tyres were a little bit tricky there, so I'm actually going to invert the pressures. So rears up, front down. For fuel, we are going to put now just single lap fuel in the car, so 3.4. We're going to run the same power delivery on the MGU-UK, but we're going to up the MGU-H to motor. This will give us a significant straight line speed boost. For the aero, I am happy for now. That might change, but for now I'm happy with that. The key thing here is going to be camber and toe. We can push the front a bit because we're not overheating the front, so we can be a bit more aggressive, especially with our toe. I mean, our toe is very conservative, so we'll get that moving. As for the rear, I will slightly tweak it, but not a lot because the rears are getting hot, so no need to really commit on that front. For the brakes, I'm actually going to try 90 and see how that goes. And then elsewhere, I'm going to just put the front roll bar down. I'm going to put the rear to the minimum. And I'm also going to just drop the rear wheel rate by 1, up the front by 1. And also level these out. So I think this should give us a really good indication of our true pace. Let's make those adjustments. We're going to apply the full power settings and we're going to get started. So here we go. Clean start, clean exit. Let's see. Keen to also find out how the brake pressure works on this one as we get the lap started. Gaining time in the straight already. That felt very nice, very natural. Oh, a bit of a slip and slide there through turn 2, but we kept it more or less under control, kept momentum and speed up. Turn 4. Get the exit down, there it is. Come on, there's lap time to be found. Avoid the curb on the inside here, which unstable the car last time. Nice exit out the hairpin, half a second up, come on. Well, I can brake later into there, but I don't want to overcommit. Easy to lock up and make a mistake. Still half a second up. As we keep things moving. Turn 11. Turning in way earlier than last lap. All flat through here. Oh, I'm a bit wide. That's a little bit deep there. And that's technically out of bounds. But I think we'll go quicker than this lap, so it's not going to be my be all end all. Final corner. Can't stop. A little bit of curb riding, which is not what you want, but we do find time. Over the line. 128.7. So we are not far off. Not far off. Within a second. But that was minimum fuel with all the engine mode trimmings. So now it's when it gets complicated and it gets technical as we try to find lap time. Now currently on my warm-up lap for my next attempt, one thing I haven't done yet is KERS or ERS, manually override it, as we just saw there in the bottom right. So that's going to be the ace up my sleeve I'm going to play now on this run and see if we get any extra lap time, because the car feels pretty good. The car adjustments feel pretty nice. So if that ERS does give me a bit of time, then I might put the wings up a little bit and just start, you know, refining. But I've made a few tweaks. We'll see how that translates. Whew. That's me trying to push it. There is something there, but lost it all on the exit. Still a bit wide there, but that was better than last time. Oh, that curb is a killer, man. I got to stay off that curb. Over the line we go then. 128.5. We get closer. Still plenty of charge though, so I might have to dabble with the recovery settings. Good progress though. Whoa, good lap. Really good lap. 28.0. That felt supreme. Just tweaking the recovery mode gave us a bit more power deployment, and that was really nice. Sexy lap, clean lap as well. I would not be disappointed with that one if that was my last attempt. $27.9. I think the time in that one was between turn 8 and turn 10. Because other than that, that felt really good. Really good. Like, I don't know where else there'd be time other than those two corners. Same mistake as before, 8 and 10. It's there, I can smell it now. I need 900ths, less than that. 800ths I need. It's turn 10 I'm struggling with now. I mean, to be fair, turn 8 wasn't great, but it's those two corners. If I can get them right, I've got the lap. Damn, I can't even show you anything wrong with that lap. We found time in sector 2, but I just kind of bled microseconds everywhere else. This is frustrating me now. I can't beat the lap. Slight improvement, but I mean, that might be my lap. That might be it. Oh my god, I don't believe it, mate. Oh, that was going to be the one. Yes. Whew. I'll tell you what, it wasn't a super clean lap, but it was quick. We fully sent it. Turn 1 was ridiculous. But I'm done, man. I'm taking it. What a lap. Right, here is the final version of the setup. So it says medium, but it's a C3. That's the soft they ran in 2019 with the corresponding pressures, 16 front, 20 rear, minimum fuel, which is 3.4, estimated laps, 8 litres. Engine settings, wing values, I actually ended up running a higher front than rear wing. Alignment, maxed out camber. You guys can copy all the values if you want. But yeah, I didn't touch the dampers because I was very close to the time. I didn't want to break the setup because I was that close. So I kept it default. 88 brake power. You know, that's what worked for me. And I managed to have the confidence in the braking, especially turn 1. You saw how late I managed to brake and get it not locked up under control. Suspension values also pretty aggressive all across the board. And the rest is unchanged. Wow, what a lap that was. I am sweating, mate, but that was a really fun one. Really enjoyed it. I'm so pleased. The lap time accuracy was right there. It was super, super close, super, super tight. And we do just edge out Charles Leclerc in the lap time battle. So guys, leave a like on the video, subscribe for more. Down below you're going to have mods for the track and the car, so go check those out and give it a go and let me know what you think in the comment section. Either way, a massive shout out to my channel members. Guys, check out the 2 videos on screen for more Assetto Corsa and F1 25 content. And yeah, see you guys soon. Take care, and it's goodbye from me.